Alright guys, welcome back. Not much to show on this one that I hadn't already showed you, but it's hard to do build as you go videos because I mean this jet doesn't have a lot of fabrication to it like the scale ones do. But went ahead and ran the 4 leads for all the S-bus stuff for the servos. I had these 2 left over that were long enough to run to the wings for the servos and the wings. But I had to open up a new pack of for the one running down the tail, and you can see that's a 300. Where's it at? There we go. It's a 300 centimeter cable, and it's pretty heavy and heavy duty. So I had to open up a fresh pack of that to run it, all the way down the tail. And the 300 millimeter, that's how much is left. About 2 feet. And I'm probably going to end up trimming off probably to about right, somewhere right in here maybe, because the servo arm or the servo lead will come down and plug into these little terminal boxes that actually clamp on to the S-bus cables, and they'll probably be right in this area. So I'll probably be able to trim about 4 feet off, but I mean that's from about top portion of the rudder all the way down there. That's a pretty long lead. But they're real heavy duty and real thick. You can see how thick they are. I mean, here's a standard heavy duty servo lead, and you can see the difference. So voltage drop should, there's going to be a little bit of voltage drop, but it shouldn't be too much. But I went ahead and put my receivers in, hooked them up. These are just these little foam little wire hose holders, whatever you want to call them. They're just like little foam with sticky on the back of them. And I took an old antenna tube and cut about 1-inch pieces and took some field tubing and put on each side to hold the field tubing in place to hold my antennas at the 90 degrees or perpendicular like you want them. I got one there, and then of course the other one's over here. Added this little guy here, a little step up thing, a little brass tubing for the screw to go through, because the little the slot cut out for the baseboard is higher, so instead of it being angled down, I just put a spacer down here with 2 screws. Looks really nice. As you can kind of see there, everything's hidden as far as all the clutter with the wire or the air hoses and everything, and the valves. Just have one tank exposed, which is the main tank for the gear. That's an extra large. Then I got a large, or that might be a large, I don't know. Anyways, extra large, and that's it. You can kind of see the cables where they're running. I'm going to have to get some, probably just the, I forget what it's called, like it's a plastic black hose wrap, and it works really good for these things. So I'm probably put it where it goes through the bulkheads to keep it from chafing and cutting the wires, especially down through the tail where I secure it. But I'm kind of getting down to the point where without a turbine and my servo arms, I really can't do much else, because I'm not going to go messing trying to mount the pipe and center the pipe without a turbine and all that stuff. So really the only thing else I can do at this point is put the tanks in and go ahead and get them set up to the point where they just connect up to the turbine when I put one in it. So that's probably what I'll work on next, and then go ahead and get everything set up, and working per the as far as the radio goes. This is the battery backer I had in the F15, so a lot of the stuff's already set up in in the actual panel, because you can select what batteries you're going to use and all that stuff. Select what voltage you want, like A1, B1 are set to 6 volts or 6.6 volts for the servos that only take 6 volts in the wings, and then Alpha 1 or Alpha 2, Bravo 2 are set to 7.4 volts. So they're already set up from last time. And then this section up here is all regulated either 4.8 or 6 volts, so I can plug anything up here, like all the servos for the gear doors. The sequencers will go in here as well, and then these two leads, these ports here are 6 volts, like I said, and here's I just plugged them in just to get them out of the way. It's you can either have it 1 through 9 or 9 through 16, kind of a deal. And then you've got the digital channels here, 17 and 18, that you can plug stuff in as well. And then these two right here are your receivers. And if you have like a Spectrum or whatnot, Spectrum with all the satellite receivers, they plug in at the top here. But yeah, that's it so far. I may go ahead and work on the cockpit, getting it put in. I'm gonna do some painting and sanding of those panels or whatnot, because they're so heavy. It's just a needed weight. And hopefully the servo arms will be here pretty soon. There's no telling when they're gonna arrive at DreamWorks for them to ship them out. So if it drags out too long, I'll just cancel the order and order some SWB arms from someplace else. And then hopefully I'll have a turbine soon to put in here. If not, I can use one of my King Techs. So, but you guys have a good one, and until next time, you guys have a good one.